Hello! Just checking we're all live. And I'm just going to wait for a few people to join. Hi guys! Thanks for joining. Welcome to Barreworks. Great to see you all flocking in, sending me a wave. Hi! Alright, so here we are. Welcome to Barreworks Studio. I've been here before, done a couple of Instagram lives with Fit&Well, always seem to go down really well, as you lot are a fit, healthy bunch. So, I'm going to take you through a 30-minute bar workout today. So really just a taster session. I'll go through a few of the different elements that we'd normally go through in a 60-minute class and just abbreviate them for you. And just to explain a little bit to start with about what bar is all about, if you've never ever done it before. Someone's already saying, yeah, first time, so be gentle. Yeah, I will be, I promise. Bar is basically the strength and conditioning component of ballet. So it's the element that dancers use to kind of train their strength and their movement in preparation for dance. So you do not have to be a dancer. I am not, so don't panic about that. You don't even really need to have that much coordination, but it builds really amazing strength in lots of different ways and across big muscle groups, small muscle groups, tendons, ligaments. I like to call it the glue that holds my body together. I think it builds you a really strong foundation for doing all sorts of other sports and activities. I do loads of other stuff, and it always kind of keeps me injury-free and mobile, flexible and strong in lots of ways that other types of exercise wouldn't. Anyway, we're going to get going, and I am going to keep it really simple today. I've basically got a red band, so this is just a light resistance band. If you don't have one of these, don't panic, it doesn't mean you can't do the workout. You can just do it without. But if you have something at home that you can use that will just give you a little bit of resistance into some movements, that would be fab. And then all you need is a chair, the back of a chair, or a worktop, or some kind of piece of furniture that you can just place a hand on to help steady you. I will be using our portable bar here today, but you don't necessarily need one of those to take the workout. All right, so we're going to get going. And we will start with a dynamic warm-up, which I'm also going to simplify from our usual warm-up style, and just start some nice, easy marching on the spot. So I want you to really pick the foot up from the floor, walking the opposite arm out in front, and point the toes down towards the floor, pushing the floor away underneath the sole of your foot. Take the arms up nice and high. Forehead, 3, 2, and last one. And we're going to take a rise on the half toe. And bring the heels back down. Take your feet a little wider, and again, rise up on the half toe. And back down. One more time. Coming up, bring the arms up. Hold that balance. So you should have all 10 toes on the floor. Pushing the front of the ankle forward, nice high arches with the feet. And we're going to hinge back. Take 2 bends. Bring the arms back behind you. So drop right back into your heels. It's a low squat position, and then we drive up from that low position, sending the hips forward, squeezing the glutes. We'll just do 4 here, and 3. Bring the arms back smoothly, 2, and 1 more on the rise this time. Again, catching your balance, holding there at the top. Feet back down, and then I'm going to turn to my side. If you have a chair here, you might want to use that. We're just going to lean forward in a flat back position and just start to release the knees and send the tailbone back as you straighten up. So your shoulders should be roughly in line with your hips here, and the spine lengthened and the torso open to the floor beneath. We would usually have our hands to our hips, so if you can take that progression, go ahead. And you're really using the abdominals to support your spine there. Just getting that stretch into the hamstrings. Often a tight spot in our bodies. We spend so much time sitting down. Last 2 here. And then last one. And we're just going to hold. We reach the arms forward and pull back. And again, reach away. and back in. If you have your hands on the back of your chair, you can simply lift, tap and lift. And just take that extra load into the legs, into the abs. Reach back to the hips now, hold there, and then we're going to come down, chest to thighs, and just take a few deep dives through. So lengthening torso, and now really feeling that stretch through the full length of the hamstrings. Let's go. 4, 3, 2, 1. So you can catch your ankles from that low position. Now we're going to bend the knees, draw the body in and straighten up. It's a rippling movement. So the spine undulates. I drop my hips, relax my head, and then draw the body in, straightening the thighs and keeping my chest close. Last 2, and last 1, and hold it there, and then just release the arms. And we're back. Sorry about that. Is everyone still with me? Hopefully you just kept moving. So up out to that low position, hands to hip one side, and reaching a top arm overhead. So just framing the face with that arm. Getting a nice squeeze into the side of the waist, and we reach. 3, 2, and 1. And then bring your bottom arm underneath you. Feel the weight of that arm. Stretch it out. Come up, come over to the other side and reach. So I keep my hips completely level here. With lots of length through my spine. Reach 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then again, that bottom arm comes underneath. Feel a heavy stretch it out, come to the top. Hands out the nape of the neck, head lifted up, elbows high to the ceiling. And just keep the hips completely still. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then just drop the arms right down, reaching out to the outsides of the knees for 4, 3, 2, 1, and back up to center. Shrug forward, shrug back, and then just take one hand to one shoulder and sweep that arm back behind you there. Flutter back with the fingers behind you, release the elbow, release the wrist for 3, and 2, and 1, we change sides. Reach back and round. So knees are soft at this point. Tailbone drop right down. Let's go 2 and last 1. And then bring both hands to both shoulders. Elbows coming in through the center and peel them right back apart. 3 more. 2 and last 1. Holding there. So bring your elbows just forward of your shoulders. Little tiny pulses. So this is where we start with the small movements that really go deep. Tiny tap up and down. Small and fast. Camera keeps switching to a black screen, tap up and down. And then bring the elbows a little bit lower to the waist. And coming back up again. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release it all out. Shrug it forward, shrug it back. And then just tip your head to one side. Flex, press down through the heel of the hand. Take a deep breath there. We're pretty warm. And then flex down through the heel of the hand on the other side. Keep the chin lifted up. And coming back to center, turn the palms to the front mirror. And turn your head, drop your chin down over your shoulder. And come back through the center again, just drop the chin down. Relaxing hands, roll the head. Chin comes down to your chest. Open up into the back of your neck. 3, 2, and last 1, look up. All right, we're ready to get going with a little bit of arms. My cutting to a black screen, I do not know why. Alright, so we're going to take our band, just wrap it around each hand if you have the band, and if you don't, you can just work with the arms lifting up and back down. Take them up over the shoulder, feel a bit of a stretch there to the front of your shoulder, and release back to the fronts of the thighs, keeping it super simple for you. And we're going to rise. So lift through the crown of the head as you come up. Heels come nice and high. Keep that long line through the whole body. And lift the arms. And release back down. Up. And relax. Last 3. Up 2. And last 1. Now hold it here. We're going to bend the knees. Come low. Keep your heels high. Little pulses down there now. So imagine that you've got all right, I hope we're still there. I'm gonna switch to 4G, just check that that's not my Wi-Fi gremlins. just creeping in. So heels nice and high. Get that low position. Bring the arms right back behind you and again pulse it down. Hold the band super tight overhead. Squeeze the shoulder blades. We've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. And push up and release it down. Unravel that band. We're going to pop it underneath one foot. Set the feet to parallel. And just take a lift wide and release back down. So again, if you don't have the band, or maybe if you have hand weights, you could use those instead. That would work just as well. Reach the arms wide, release it right back down. Thumbs are down, and the little fingers are lifting up towards the ceiling. Open across the collarbone, reach wide, and bring it back. Let's go. 3, and 2, and last one. Can you hold up? Can you circle for 8, 7, 6, 5, so 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release down. I'm going to keep the band under that foot. I'm going to wrap my band around my hands one more time, take a stride back in a parallel position. So I'm kind of 3-4 inches apart with my feet. I'm going to curl the band up to my shoulders and come back into a deep lunge position with that rear leg. The really important part here is that your body remains in a perfectly upright position. So squeeze the shoulder blades right back, bring fists to shoulders, and feel that resistance creeping up. And you will feel that, obviously, in your biceps, the front of the arm, but you'll start to feel that in that front leg. So lots of glute, a little bit of quad there as well, and plenty of core to hold you upright. 4 here, and 3, and 2, and then on that last one, I want you to push off. Let's go 4, 3, 2, and last one, and release. All right, so we switch feet, and lift out wide with that band. Thumbs down, little fingers lifted, shoulders dropped right down your back. So neck is long here. We reach it out and release it down. Stand tall, lift the crown of the head right up. Let's lift 4, 3, start to feel that tension in the shoulders. Last one, we hold. Hold there. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Little circles. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release it down. All right, wrapping around. So we're coming to the other leg. Stride back, feet to parallel, and we curl up as we lower the body down. Knee to floor every time if you can, and keep the shoulders up, stacked on top of the hips, really all the way to the floor. Squeezing into the front section of the arm, biceps working hard here. Last 4, and 3, and 2, on one stay, and then push off, catch your balance, unravel that band, take it out wide, and again we circle. Try and keep a lovely straight line through the full length of the body, toes pointing back behind you, really leaning in. Let's go 4, 3, 2, 1, and release it down. All right, let's get rid of that band and shrug forward, shrug back. How are we all doing? Give me some feedback. Hope you're all with me. We're going to get to the bar now. So I want you to come in and face the bar, or just your chair, whatever piece of furniture you're using. So we're going to take what we call a wide second. So feet nice and wide, and we're going to turn out through the full length of the leg. Arms just resting on the bar. Take it low, and then push right up. And again, tailbone coming directly between the heels, and the spine is straight. So if I turn to my side to show you my side profile, you will see that I don't push my hips back. So it's not a squat, I'm not doing this. I'm really sliding down with a straight spine. Spreading your toes and trying to get hips roughly in line with the knees. Trying to get really low. Push all the way up and get that full extension extension, squeezing the glutes right at the top of that movement every time. 3 and 2. And on that last one, we hold it there, just with one heel up. Tiny pulses. We're trying to keep hips still level in spite of that knee lift, that heel lift. So pulse it down, just loading up on that left side. Heel high. Let's go 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to switch heels. And again, pulse it down. Keep the shoulder blades squeezed together. The most important thing throughout every single second of the bar is that you maintain good posture. We got 4, 3, 2, 1. Then we're going to bring both heels up and pulse again. Try and keep it low. Keep those pulses tiny. Try not to rely too much on that bar. For 4, 3, 2, 1. And push up to the top. Stay on the right if you can. We're going to lower the heels. Plie, releve, straighten, and close. So just working through the feet and through the full length of the legs, still maintaining lovely long torso. As you close the heels, try to really maintain that external rotation. So pushing the inside of the heel forward as they close down. You should feel that in your inner thigh a little bit more. Last 3. And 2. This is so good for your ankles. Last one. Hold there, heels high, just tap it back now. Squeeze. So the knees come back as if they can kind of meet back behind the body. Tiny tap. Heels still high, pressing 8, 7, 6, 5. Do you feel it? 4, 3, 2, 1. Push up. Bring your heels back down. Good. Have a little shake out there. Okay, so we're going to continue to work in turn out, but this time from a first position. We're going to rise the half toes, stack the heels together, and have them physically in contact, and then lower body down. So legs in that kind of long diamond shape, that's what we want. But we need to make sure the heels are high enough to really access quads and glutes. So if your heels are kind of hanging here low to the floor, okay, that's not a good position for your knees or your ankles. We want them as high as possible. So even just holding this position is pretty tough. And we're thinking open from the hips, from the knees, and also from the shoulders. From here, tiny pulses again. Keep the heels glued together. So literally stacked against each other. Pulsing down. And imagine that your tailbone, if it were long enough, would kind of thread between the heels. That's what we're looking for. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to push up and out. Zip the thighs together. So that gives you a little breather. Then we're going to come down. Now I want you to bring one foot to the back of the heel of the other. And again, little pulses, so just single leg. This is tough now. Starting to burn, starting to build. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back in with the heels. Push up to the top. We get that little breather, zip the thighs. And again, plie down. And then take foot to the back of the heel. Other side, and little pulse. Keep the knees wide. Keep the hips level. Keep the chest wide open. 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Bring the heels back together now. Stay low. We go that wrap back feeling again. Little squeeze. Bring the knees apart. Pull away. So the first thing that wants to go collapse is our posture, and that's really the whole point of bar. We never ever lose that. It just builds so much more strength, so much more resilience, and it makes it so much more functional. Your daily life, those habits, those good habits form, and they're set deep in your body. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Push up, heels back down. Have a little shake out, and then I want you to take a nice deep calf stretch. So just step back with one foot behind the other. Drive hard. If you have a stable piece of furniture or even a wall you can push into, the harder you push into it, the more stretch you will get in your calf. And step back on the other leg now. Drive that heel down into the floor. Alright, we're going to spend a few minutes on the mat working into our abdominals before we have a nice stretch off. So you've kind of done the hard bit, guys. Come down, see if you have a block for your head to make life a little more comfortable. Bring yourself back onto your mat. We're going to take the feet up into that band. Pull down hard with the elbows to the floor. Take a little hip nudge. We go up and lift and lift. It's tiny. Keep the feet together and just squeeze. Press. Just going to lower the camera level down a touch so you can see a bit better. See a bit lower. There we go. How's that? So just keep that nudge going up with the feet to the ceiling. And it's just a tiny half-inch raise. And we lift. Building the tension in the abs. We've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Release the tailbone back down. Wrap that band around your hands. And then bend the knees and bring the shoulders up. And just hold there. Separate the band if you can between the feet. We're going to start pushing away and bring them back in. And again, press out and release. Press out and release. Hold on that spot on your spine. You're on your mid-back and you're burying navel into spine, locking it into the floor there. Really trying not to rock. Just keep it glued down. Push out with the feet and back in. Elbows wide if you can. Just keep them in control. And just hold that tension. Arms to your ankles there for your band. Nothing else moves, just the feet. For 4 and 3. And 2, and last 1. You can do all of this without the band. Send the legs up, hold it there, and just draw back now with your arms, pulling back, bring your elbows ideally behind your shoulders. And you should just feel that tension really building up in the abdominal wall now. Pull it back. 8 more here. 7, 6, 5, 4. Keep going for me. 3, 2, and last 1. And relax down. Alright, we're going to stay in that C-curve position. Hook on now to your knees, the outsides of your knees. Use your arms. Just hold that position. Imagine someone can come down and punch you really hard in the stomach. You're bracing, ready for that. Take the arms away now. Take a little pulse forward. So we're bringing the shoulders a little bit higher, but really think about sending the rib cage forward. So it's less about lifting off the floor and more about bringing ribs towards hip bones. Really small movements here. 8, 6, keep the chin lifted up. 4, let's go 2, 1 and hold. Now bring the legs up, hold on. So use the arms again to secure your position. But keep the work there in the abs. Don't relax back to the floor. Holding on. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now release the arms. We go again. Little pulse forward. And keep the legs as still as you can. So 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1 and hold. Hold back onto the knees. This time send the legs all the way up to the ceiling. Hold them there. Brace hard. Reach the arms away. We go again. This is our last set like this. Tiny nudges forward. Really point your toes. Really lengthen through the hamstrings. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hold on to one leg. Allow the other leg to drop towards the floor. And we change. And change. And nothing in your spine moves. And feel the hamstrings lengthen out. Catching the leg each time. And allowing it to drop away towards the floor. As you alternate between the two. 4, 3, 2, and last one, hold it. Now reach the arms away. We go again. Pulsing forward for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch it over. Last set here. Reach the arms. Looking up to your toes for 5, 4, 3, 2. Last 1. And relax it down. Hug your knees into your chest. Have a little rock there. Just massage your spine. legs, we've done a little abs, and now we're just going to have a lovely stretch out on the mat. So set yourself in a wide second seated position. Try and bring the backs of the knees down to the floor. We're going to lift the arms up, hold them there, shoulders are down, spine is lengthened, and we reach away, chest to floor, and come back up. Resetting in the center, turning through one leg, reach over to the other side, chest leading the way, and lift. And one arm down to the inside of the leg, top arm overhead. You should feel a lovely stretch down to the side of the body. And then bring it across to the other side, lay the arm down, reach that top arm over. Looking up through your elbows to the ceiling there, it's really important. Hold that position a second longer. Breathe into it. And then from there, we're going to take that whole shape forward, sweep across the floor, and lift up with one arm. Really reach away with the fingertips. Glide them across the floor. Final two here. And that last one. All the way back up to the top. And we come forward one last time. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Reach the hands to the feet. Flex and hold. And come back up. Shuffle the legs in. Bend your knees. Taking one foot and just back into the hamstrings now to finish. Send you off. Fully lengthened out. 2 and 1. A little lift up with each leg. So switching there and get that push through the heel, but try and sit tall with the crown of the head lifted right up to 3, 2, and that last one, hold it there and draw the leg in, 2 and 1, and relax it down. All right, rocking back, see if you can find balance. Take the legs wide, press, feet to hands, pull back hands to feet, sit tall. And relax it right down, soles of the feet together, and you can just bow forward. Knees wide and elbows over your shins. I hope you enjoyed that little taster. Sorry for the slight tech issues this morning, but really nice to have you join me. And if you would like to do more, much longer workouts, then check out Barreworks. We've got loads of stuff online, loads of stuff going on in the studio, and we'd love you to follow us. Thank you very much.